We'll do something for Mondays at the end. If we can respect the embargo on that, please. Cameras off. Just fair to the Monday journalists.
Can't even open this one. There it goes.
Ready when you are.
Hi Thomas, good to see you again. Firstly, congratulations on the result. I know obviously just want to talk about him. 24 hours after signing the new deal, he puts in backhand performance. Just how good was he today?
Good timing. No, Vitaly were top today. It's been a really good signing for us. For the last 2 years, he came in from second Bundesliga and then stepped in straight to the Championship and promoted to the Premier League and just continue his good form. And I think he's got that rare ability to be a really good pressing player, very good defensively, decent passer, but got that feeling of arriving in the box and running deep and scoring goals. And I think, I can't remember, I scored 4 goals now or something like that.
4 Premier League.
Yeah, 4, which is very impressive in any Premier League team, a midfielder scoring 4, and then for a promoter side, I think that speaks to it for itself.
So you spoke about just there about him being able to get forward and becoming like a box-to-box midfielder. Is that something you set him out specifically to do?
I think when we signed him, he was, for me, a 6 that could play an 8. But obviously he played 8 because we played Christian Nørgaard in the 6. And we knew that, or I know that he got that ability to go box to box.
Thomas, the fans who were here today, that'll be one of their best ever days supporting Brentford, I'd imagine. Is it?
Yeah.
Is it one of your best ever days as a manager?
I would say that we timed it perfectly to score in that end, 4 goals. I think that made it even more special. In football, you work so hard, so many hours, every day, every week, every month, every year, and a lot of times you maybe don't think you get as deserved of all the hard work you put in because you can't control all the randomness in football. Today everything clicked and managed to be part of a club, a team of fantastic players and staff members and winning here at Stamford Bridge against the European champions and world champions, and a well-deserved in almost complete performance. That's a little bit unreal.
You could have had probably 7 or 8 goals today. I mean, it's incredible how many times you're able to get through a defence with that many sort of star internationals in it.
Yeah, normally they defend unbelievable well, but sometimes that also something happened. But today we managed to create these opportunities. But also what I liked was that actually we played a very good first half as well. I think we started very well and maybe could have scored a goal there and then.
Only could have been 3.
Yeah, agree. So what I liked was that we were brave. We also wanted to press high a lot of times, and actually the 1-1 goal is after a high press that we win it and then produce a goal. So no, big moment for the club.
Christian Eriksen's
first goal for you. I mean, how do you describe the impact the last month or so for him? I know you've spoken a lot about it, but what has he done for you?
Pleased that he saved some goals for Brentford after he scored 2 for Denmark. I said that to him. No, Christian is a top player. It's ongoing fairy tale, and I'm very pleased, of course, for that. What he brings to the teams in terms of his ability on the ball, calmness. You can always give it to Christian. He will find a solution. Plus he will also provide goals or assists. Now he provided a very important assist against Burnley and our important goal that maybe killed the game off more or less 3-1. Nothing is ever sure here at Stamford Bridge against the world champions, but that gave us just that little extra, of course. And what he gives to the team with his personality. He's not how can you say, a big presence like Ivan, but he's a big presence on the ball and the way still the way he present himself.
How impressive is it that once he scored his goal and the emotion that has with it and the sort of feel-good factor that him and the rest of the team can refocus and don't just let that moment sort of become the defining moment, go again almost?
Yeah, I think this is very, very unique group of players. Also, after getting down 1-0, after we actually performed very well, and then they scored I've never seen anything like that from Rudiger. I almost feel sorry for him, and when you score a goal like that, you almost deserve to win the game. And that we could manage to bounce back, because in a season you need to bounce back after defeat. In life you need to bounce back, and then how can you? But in the games is maybe even more important. The way we could do that, pressing high, aggressive, and winning it, were maybe even more impressive.
11 points clear now, bottom three. Do you now think you're pretty much safe?
We've said the whole season that the only focus we have is next game and end as high as possible. So that would be exactly the same. Of course, I'm not. How can you say? We know there's important wins against Norwich and Burnley, but I think especially in the beginning of the season, but also now the last 4 or 5 games, I think we show that we like to push as high as possible. You never know. I'm respectful. Everything can happen in this league. Just very, very pleased and proud what we could do today, and then enjoy for 24 hours. And then focus on the next one.
Speaking of enjoy, the music in the dressing room's quite loud, and the first song was "Dancing in the Moonlight."
It's
Is
a
that your
top song. No, it's actually it's Ivan's choice, but I like it very much as well.
I'm surprised Ivan chose that one.
I know he got a good taste of music. Yeah. Sorry, second.
One at the back.
Christian again. I know you always show faith in him, believe in him, gave him this chance, but are you even surprised about how quickly he's returned to being world class?
Honestly, I hope you all know 90% of the time I speak, I do my very best to speak the truth. From the beginning, I thought, okay, he's been checked. Everything's been checked in his entire body. He didn't have an injury like ACL. And when he took that decision, he want to play the World Cup. So that determination, when you take a decision, I wanna come back into football. I was actually not in doubt. Also because his foundation physically were quite good. So of course I never knew how quick it will take to get up to this level. But it's impressive. We're just pleased.
Thomas, just wanted to speak on Ivan Toney and Birmingham. Obviously they got some assists today, especially Tony's in the same parts to find now. So how important were they from a playmaking aspect?
I think both of them are a very dynamic duo and done unbelievable well for us. Ivan could have scored some goals, but I think sometimes people forget how good a link-up player and how good a passer he is. That pass for Vita is top first time, perfectly weighted. But Brandon Buemo, I think, actually deserved maybe more praise today. It's often well deserved that Ivan run with a lot of the praise, but today the 2 assists. What I think Brian gave us and why you always play him is, I trust him because he press aggressively high. He works very defensively hard. He runs in behind. And he's also a goal threat. And we all talk about he hits the post 7 or 8 times this season, which is mental. But what he lacks sometimes is that final third quality. But today he showed that because it's in him, and then hopefully he can keep that at a consistent level.
Are you disappointed that you didn't score more?
No, I'm just, yeah. I think in football, we today I'm just very, very proud of being part of Brentford with these players and staff, and could enjoy the moment with the fans, and going here to Stamford Bridge and win 4-1, a deserved win, an almost complete performance. You very rarely experience that just in a season. So that's a big moment for me personally.
Hi Thomas, first of all congratulations. How many glasses of wine are you going to have tonight?
Still only 24 hours, but I don't know. An extra good one maybe, or 2 big ones, I don't know. Let's see.
Obviously so much happened in that second half. I actually wanted to ask about the first half, the first 20 minutes especially. It seemed like you were on top of Chelsea. So what kind of was going through your mind when Rudiger then scored first and you think time and maybe let the opportunity go?
Yeah, because I think we performed so well first half. And I said to the players, there is something in this game for us. We're not settling for a draw. We try to go for it. Why not be brave and try to go for it? And then they put it to the top corner. And I was thinking, oh no, not again. Like Castagne, never score a goal like that again. Then Rudiger, probably not. Will never do that as well. Unbelievable finish from him. but fantastic reaction from the players.
Also wanted to just ask about the psychological boost that gives you, not just beating Chelsea, but the fact that you came from behind to win against a team that's in the top four. I don't think you've beaten a team in the top four since the Arsenal game. I could be wrong.
No, I agree. We haven't. You can also do it away. I think it's impressive. I think we've been very good to come from behind and winning games this season. No, we haven't won 15, but at least there's a few where we've done that, which I think is very impressive because it's so difficult just to win a game in Premier League.
Yeah, just a couple more from me. Also, we just wanted to ask about, obviously last few games you played with a back four, switched to a back three. You've obviously spoken about being flexible, but it clearly worked perfectly today.
Yeah, today I was a genius. On next Sunday I'm maybe an unbelievable madman and then doing something. So that's football. It goes up and down. Sometimes you are privileged at work. It pays off. But when you play against the best team, I think personally that we need to defend well. And I think in a back three or back five. It's much more difficult to break down. You can also see it's difficult in the low block to break us down.
And then just final question for me. Just wanted to talk about the celebrations at the end with the fans, but also every time that you scored today, you just celebrated with your backroom staff. So what that kind of means for all of you as well on this journey. I know you just said about being proud to be part of the club as well, but what it means for them as well. Yeah,
I think I remember when my first full season in the Championship, we beat Swansea away 3-0. I put everyone together in the huddle in the dressing room because that was a very good performance, and after a tough start, finally, okay, now we are going. It was not the first win, but good performance away from home. I did the same today because it's not that often that with the players and staff that we do what we do today, and I think celebrating those moments, I think, is very important. Not get too big or get over the moon, but really celebrate it for 24 hours and then unbelievable focused on the next game after that.
Right, well, we'll go on to Mondays now. As I ask everyone to respect the embargo, certainly in terms of the cameras, but happy to have some questions for Monday now, please.
Thomas.